Thank you for the interview. My name is Bianca Gugu Gumede. Firstly, I am a mother of 6, 3 boys and 3 Rottweilers. I am a wife and a businesswoman. I come from the City of Gold. I live in the City of Gold. I did my LLB at Wits University. My dream initially was to become a social worker so I could contribute in the enhancement of the societal functioning of communities. After I completed my LLB, I went to do my articles at a reputable law firm. My dream was not enhanced, as in I was unable to continue with my dream of being a social entrepreneur, even after I had all the experience at the reputable law firm. So I left practice and I decided to join corporate. Still, I was dissatisfied because it was the same environment. I was still in a legal department with the same environment. My social entrepreneurship skills were not at work. I then decided to start my law firm. And after I started my law firm, I was still dissatisfied with the current business model of law firms that is very unsustainable because of the very high legal fees. So in 2016, I decided to meet up with some professionals and I informed them about my initial ambition of being a social entrepreneur. So I told them that I was unhappy with the current business model of law firms that fails to recognize the unsustainability of charging very high fees. So we sat down and we discussed it. And we also conducted research whereby we found that what people need is legal advice and not legal representation. So I felt that law firms were becoming unsustainable in that they were failing to recognize the needs of the people, which is legal advice and not legal representation. So we decided to tap into technology and business re-engineering. And after exploiting technology and trying to find means of also encouraging my dream of being a social entrepreneur, we then came up with the application which we called Molao 365. Molao basically means law in Setswana. So Molao 365 is an online application that provides free legal advice to the people of South Africa in different local languages. We have very experienced attorneys who manage this application and who provide this service. Okay, I am planning on utilizing the application Molao 365 and also extending it to government and asking for government to be involved with this application, because this application serves the entire community in the whole of South Africa. Even South Africans who are overseas have started using this application. So we want to encourage the South Africanness of this application and also at the same time provide people with the service, which is free legal advice in different local languages. We have dealt with different and vast aspects of law in the chats we've dealt with estates, we've dealt with customary law, divorces, commercial law, simple litigation, GBV, that's gender-based violence, protection orders, unfair arrest by the police, what happens in respect to neighbor law, like whereby certain individuals who are neighbors are actually fighting. So we deal with a very wide range of legal issues and societal issues Therefore, this is a much needed application in South Africa. So we can provide this legal advice and also provide legal guidance to our people in respect to what are the processes that one should take when a certain situation happens. The app is available on your Google Store and your App Store. So what you do is you can download the application and type in Molao 365 and download it. It is free to download it. It will ask you for your name and your email address, which you will insert. And after you have inserted that information, it takes you straight into the chat and you can ask your question right away. GBV is a very big problem, especially in our societies in South Africa. And there is a need to properly deal with it. It is more of a psychological and a societal issue than a legal issue. Our need at the moment is to stop the gender-based violence from happening. So my understanding is that Parliament has approved 3 bills that are currently within the public for comment and amendment. So the 3 bills are basically the amendment of the current Domestic Violence Act of 1999, the Criminal Law Sexual Offences and Related Matters Amendment Act of 2007, and the Criminal Law and Related Matters Amendment. So what these bills want to do, the main aim actually of these bills is to address the process of applying for a protection order, is to deal with the police, the unwillingness of the police to take gender-based violence matters seriously, and also the punitive measures that have to be taken by the courts when GBV matters go to the courts. So what these bills are trying to do is to fill in the gaps within the current legislation that is there. However, I have summed up these bills at a very high level. However, what is very important is that we need to understand that GBV is a societal problem. We need to deal with GBV in a very decisive manner. So what needs to happen is that, we would encourage Parliament to engage in extensive measures to go into communities and discuss this topic with our communities, not only for the purposes of the 3 bills, but also the understanding of why GBV happens and how we can avoid it. Because we need to deal with the root cause of GBV and not the end result, which is what happens when one is a victim of GBV.